closer and closer such that we can discuss matters. We need to discuss matters. Agriculture, the reason why agriculture is not commercial or is not done at a high end. Guys, tell a friend to tell a friend that Hamis is live. We are on YouTube channel, Hamis Semanda. We are on TikTok, Hamisi Semanda 0. We are discussing this. I need to pose a question to you, my viewers. Why do you think agriculture is not commercial in Uganda? Let me first of all tell you a story. I have clients from all over the world, from all over the country. And I receive guys from different countries. Some of them I can see they are from Nigeria. Some of them are from Ghana. Some of them are from America. You know, a lot of people are coming from different parts of the world. They watch my videos. Why? Because I'm practical, because I show them what I do, because, you know, I talk sense in their ears. You know, in Africa, people are misusing internet because they don't know how to use internet. Internet is a very strong tool that everybody would use to make money, but people don't know how to use them. But first of all, I need to ask you a question. One guy said one of the enterprises that you don't have to play with, one is agriculture. Reason being, it's the best profession. Sorry, it's the best profession. It's the most source of income. It's the most source of wealth and also job creation. In your office where I work from, how many people are you employing? Or how many are employed? You get it? Those are all questions to know exactly what is happening. But in reality, agriculture, I think, was designed not to benefit Africa in one way or the other. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but I think those who designed it, they designed it not to succeed. And the reason why it was designed not to succeed, though now it is successful and people have a lot of money in agriculture, people are enjoying agriculture, everybody is talking about agriculture, and I will tell you why. I want you to look at the books of agriculture, those who really did. You can even search on the internet and find out some books in agriculture, the covers of books in agriculture. You Google the most covers, I think. Let me also try to Google here. Book covers of agriculture. Book covers of agric in Africa. You see the pictures. But what I'm trying to mean by that, it's not in a bad way. But I always ask myself a lot of questions. Why? Why farming system in changing the climate change? When you look on that book, the cover of that book, it is having a Muslim guy with a very big quote, which is even beyond which is even beyond the arms. Actually, you can't get a difference between the coat and the arm itself. Yeah, putting on the talabus and with a big shirt inside, he has tied. He's looking shabby with a dry lace. Do you get it? You can tell us yours on YouTube and even on TikTok. Tell me, what have you seen after Googling agriculture cover books in Africa? You see funny pictures. Some of them, you find that they have an old woman which doesn't even have teeth, has a lot of wrinkles, with big rings or whatever. It's scary on a book cover. And you're saying success in agriculture. You get it? Is that really success? Is there anybody that would wish to live in that kind of life? So when I say that it is intentional to prevent us from agriculture, being that Africa, we have good soils, we can produce a lot, we have very good weather. Right now it's raining, in the evening it's not raining. If I show you what is happening outside my office now, you can even love to come and stay here. I think the reason why they had to take us off the track, one, they started with books, first of all. On the cover, put a funny woman, put a funny man, which doesn't even make any kid get appetized. You put it on the cover. Such that whoever would want to do agriculture will see it as a nightmare. But otherwise, we would be able to produce more. Guys on YouTube, share videos. Guys on TikTok, share. I can see more people here. People come. We need to talk sense. We need to talk a lot of sense. And that sense, share it and give it to more other people to understand. If you don't wake up, other people behind you will not wake up. If you don't wake people up, and other people, there is nobody who will wake them up. You get it? Because we are now discussing matter of agriculture for all of us. So I want to tell me, what do you understand by that? If a book itself that has a lot of information of agriculture has a funny person that even scared, even the picture is scary, on top, would your kid wish to go there and do that agriculture? Would it be? So people are chasing away us. We said you can take a year without meeting your lawyer, and most of you don't even have lawyers. You can take a year without meeting your engineer, because most of the people that build even the houses, they are not real engineers. You can take 6 months without meeting a doctor, not until when you're sick, or only some families which are rich and they have their personal doctor, they go for checkup. If I may ask you, how many people go for the medical checkup, who have doctors who checks them after 2 months? Not even me, I don't even go there myself. I only go when I'm sick. You get it? Then, how often do you see your teacher? Now we're in holiday, taken 3 months. But how often do you miss to meet a farmer? You have to see Hamis in the morning, that is breakfast, lunch, and supper. That means you need a farmer 3 times. 3 times in a day. If you need Hamis or you need a farmer 3 times in a day, let's count together. 3 times in a day times 30 days. Those are 90 times in a month. Then times 12. So you need a farmer that is 1,080 times, compulsory times of meeting a farmer. Those that try to say, I eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch, I eat supper. Those who eat breakfast, lunch, no supper. How many times do you need a farmer? But people, this is a sensible session, and it is, everybody can see it. Even you see it yourself, that is the reality in life. You get it? Now, after those people scaring us to do agriculture, because they know we are blessed. In America, the person I was talking to, the person you're talking to, I was talking to, told me there is storm, Manya winter what? And my friend is a medical doctor. He failed to go back home for 3 days because the road had a lot of ice. So that means there is nothing they can plant. There is nothing they can harvest. If people had not done their early planting or whatever, they would not have animals. They would not have food. But because they know that they are poor in their weather, they do things early. They spend a lot of money to plant them, and they produce in big quantity. Just imagine those people are doing better than Africa. One farmer or 10 farmers or 100 farmers in Europe can do better than all our countries in terms of farming. What is the reason? We were brainwashed. You get it? What do we need to do is to wake up and know that agriculture can employ all of us, can let the European countries come to us. You got? They talk to us, we discuss, because we shall have food and tasty food. You've been to America, you've been to UK, you've been to where? And you've been to Uganda. Uganda, you can taste a pineapple. And you think these guys put a lot of sugar in it. Do you get what I'm saying? You might think people put a lot of sugar in it. What does it mean? The minerals that we really have, the soils that we have. You get? I was talking to my driver a few days ago, and he was telling me, I miss when you're planting pineapples, make sure you don't put banana plantations at the same time you are putting the pineapples. I said, why? Because the bananas will grow faster, cover the area under them, and the pineapple that will come out of that shade, it will not be sweet, it will be sour. For us, you plant, you leave everything to grow naturally. You only put this organic manure, coffee hussks, you can put goat's dung or poultry dung, and things grow naturally without irrigation. So these people, I think they got scared and say, if we let these guys understand the value of their continent or the value of their country or the value, they will be on top and they will do better than us. And we shall need them more. So what they did, they said, you have to be educated when you do with primary, go to O, from O, go to A, from A, go to university, or you go to the college. Then after first degree, do a master's, do a PhD. In that sense, one, they have the jobs, but they need the employees. So they are creating their own employees. So they created us, and we are very comfortable with very good English. We are dressing up very nice. They abuse who a farmer is. You a farmer? Oh, you a farmer? On top of that, some other thing that was done, it is us who made it. The teachers, they use, what did you do? Just imagine what you did. When we were in school, you've also, all of you learned. When you make a mistake or you shout when a teacher is there, you make noise when the teacher is there, you fail a question in class, do you know the punishment they would give you? They give you a hole to go and dig. They give you a hole to go and dig as a punishment. You know, all of us, we are coming from maybe villages, and young people hate to do farming, requires energy. But when you reach at school, they are showing you that agriculture is the worst. Because when you make a mistake, we give you a punishment to go and dig. What do you expect in that class? Do you expect any kid to go for a punishment and do agriculture? Guys, I'm asking you. Would you expect anybody in that class to go and do agriculture when agriculture is a punishment and the teacher is giving a punishment to go and dig? Okay, if that guy did a punishment, did a mistake, needs to be punished, why did they give them a hypodermic needle or syringe to go and start injecting? You've done bad. You're very stupid. Get hypodermic, go and start learning how to inject human beings. Okay, go and learn how to build. That is a punishment. They would say like that. Why agriculture in general? Don't you see it was very intentional that they would even create that impact to make sure that agriculture is seen as a punishment? They started with covers. They went in school and decided to make it as a punishment. On top of that, they made agriculture not done commercially. They made it to be done like a peasant who only plant what to eat. And what they did, even what we did, we don't blame anybody. When we do farming, we do have hazard work. And you tell everybody to do a lot of things in agriculture, because that is what we do in this country. You find a farm having everything. They have pigs, they have birds, they have chicken, they have rabbit, they have banana plantation, they have coffee, but everything is not done commercial. You know how hectic agriculture is. You can be with a farm of goats and everything, and you're spending over, let's say in a year, you're spending over 20 or 30 million only on goats. If you have trees, if you have coffee, if you have what, how much money and where do you get that money that you can invest in all those investments? Do you see like agriculture, we are failing agriculture just because our mentality is also bad about agriculture. And there, what they call project selection. How do you select a project to execute? What is its plan B? And then somebody comes out with a trending business and tell you, I don't want to mention any, but you know the stories of moringa, you know the stories of garlic, you know the stories of what, and everybody runs to go into that business. Then at the end of that business, you have no market. At the end of that, you don't have where to do. Like the way you see us even in goats. Goats, we can do farming very well. You can make money and you can never go wrong. But a lot that we lose. One, the skin. Goat's meat is on 20,000 plus. But the skin of a goat is 2,000 or 5,000. But if you do that skin can produce two shoes, a pair of shoes, or it can do a belt. My belt is 200,000. And one skin of goats is costing 5,000. But a skin can do around maybe 3 to 4 belts. You get it? So that means the skin at least would also cost how much? Okay, maybe it would be okay 50,000. You get it? But we don't think about it. We slaughter animals and throw the skin because it's less money. What am I trying to put up? What am I trying to at least put in your heads? Let's stop the bias about agriculture. Agriculture can employ you, can employ your neighbor, can employ your relatives, can employ everybody because it is a food in all the professions. That is the person we have wanted 1,000 times in a year. In a year. You get it? Guys, I want you to understand my words and share a video because everybody needs to see. It is our own weakness. When somebody wants to do agriculture, he wants to do it non-commercial. You're doing 5 goats, but you have 100 millions. 2, we fear risk. Hey, goats will die. Goats die. Die, what is the cause of death? Me, I produce goats. Last 3 months ago, I produced over 150 goats. I lost only 2 kids. Only 2 kids. You would ask me, Amis, what do you do? How do you do such that I don't lose the goats? I give you free information, but also watching what I post. You get? You leave it and you go and see a woman, a naked woman. You go and see this one abusing the other one. How do you benefit? How? Huh? Guys, this is a discussion, and I want you to understand. You get it? It is a discussion. We need to understand. Agriculture can give you money. People in America, they even put heaters in winters to make sure they can produce, they can save their animals. You get? In summer, they put AC. What does it mean? That because their weather is a very poor weather. But if they don't do agriculture, they will not have what to eat. They will either import at a very expensive way or they will die. There is no option about food. If you have no food, you will die. You either work on it in whichever way you have to survive. Just take an example. Somebody has taken you to the bush. You have no food, but you have to go back home. You find all ways to go back home. I will blame many countries, but I will blame my country more because we are the pearl of Africa. There is a reason. There is a reason why they called Uganda the pearl of Africa. We would be the food basket to export. We do export a lot of things, but in small quantities. Why? Because those who tries, they do a lot of things. Guys, learn how to specialize. Instead of preaching things that are not understandable, preach agriculture as you teach people the challenges you went through, what you have benefited from, what is the missing link. A lot of you people are staying abroad and you're seeing a lot of demand in different countries for our products. Even you yourself, you go to other countries and you can't even eat their food. Why? Because they are poor quality feed. Why don't you come back here? Uganda, we have rivers. We have lakes, you get it, all over. Take an example of Kayunga district. This side down, we have River Nile. Who have ever heard that River Nile has ever dried? When I go the other side, there is River Seziwa. I've never had that River Seziwa has ever dried. The time I've been on this world, I'm 38 years now. When you go here, 40 kilometers from where I am, there is Lake Choga. It has never dried. When you go down, there is Lake Victoria. Just tell me how much do we supply? What do we supply out of this place? We do sugarcane. And when we do sugarcane, a ton of sugarcane, that's 1,000 kilos. It is 100,000 Ugandan shillings. If it is 100,000, 100,000, that's what I hear. I've never done it. Divide by 3,660, which is $1. That is $27. And that's what we do. Our biggest enemy, we don't want to know. We don't want to research. We don't want to test. We don't want to invest because we fear to lose. But even if you keep money like 1,000 times or how many billions, the money will go. I told you in my recent video, plan before getting money. That is my little experience. I'm not rich. I'm a poor man. But the small money I have that can keep me eat, pay school fees, that is how I do. I plan before. I plan before I get the money. Because when you wait for the money to reach, it's going to do what it wants. Money has its own force. Those that have ever gotten money, I think you know or you understand what I'm talking about. I think money has its own force and instructions. And if you follow the instructions of the money, you will never succeed. You've seen some people in this country who opens up the boot, they throw the money. You get it? To whoever they see, they throw and give the money. You get it? So that is what it means. You get? That's what it means. You didn't plan for the money came with its own program. So it instructs you to give out, it instructs you to brag, it instructs you to abuse. That is the energy of the money. Do you get it, my people? That's the little experience I have over money. Plan. Guys, let's invest in agriculture. Let's invest in agriculture. All the rich people you see in this country, inclusive of the president, is doing agriculture. But do you think he's stupid? All the ministers are doing agriculture, but poor you and me, Hamis, we don't want to invest in agriculture. First of all, agriculture will force you to buy land, whether you want or not, because you can't do agriculture without land. You will rent and have responsibility. So the attraction will come to you that you have to buy land. And that is one of the investments. Talk about Kenya. You see Kenyans and you always praise Kenyans. Kenyans are hardworking because their weather is bad. If they don't work hard, they will not eat. They will not. They have no option. You get it? So, how do we stop this? Because me, I believe, even my workers, when they come with a problem, that boss, we have a problem. Even my son, he comes with a problem to explain it to me. I always tell a person, come with your problem, but with a possible solution. Because if you don't come up with a solution, how do you expect me to solve your problem? So what is the solution? Agriculture was disorganized right from the beginning. By even putting a scary pictures on books. On top of that, went into the school, becoming a punishment. Then the abuses, that's where it started from. Even right now, if somebody tells you that I'm a farmer, the respect you give a farmer and a doctor, they're completely different. But a doctor to have a billion, a doctor to have a billion of money, it will take time. A farmer to make a billion, if you have, let's say, 100 cows, 100 cows, you know what it means. If you have hybrid, 1,000 hybrid goats, you people who are importing animals, you know what it means. You know what it means. You people who go in auctions in South Africa, you know what it means to have 1,000 standard super nice animals. Food is no option. You have to eat. For us who have experience, what can we help? Is guiding you. So don't take knowledge for granted. The only way in my country that we can create jobs is by going into agriculture. When we go into agriculture, we shall do what they call value addition. The way I have talked about the skins, the way I have talked about the belts, all those are farmers' money. Some other problem that we have in Uganda, let me talk about Uganda in general, because this is where I am, this is where I've been and everything. You know, groups here have really failed to do some sensible things. Why? I don't know whether it's ignorance or what. When I start a goat association, let's say, for example, it's not there, I'm not in it, and somebody else also join me, and we get other 5 people. Those who have interest but with no animals, we become 10 or 20 or 30. We start mobilizing more other people. Then after mobilizing all those people, they will make a group. When they make a group, they will start planning. How do we get money? Then we start mobilizing money, mania registration, mania updating mania files or whatever. When the money increases to, let's say, 500 millions, people who always have brain of doing agriculture or farming, they're always not agriculturalists and they're always not farmers. You might be having like maybe 100 goats, and the rest of you who are joining the group, you have over 1,000 plus. So he will look at the bulk of the money and start to plan. No? Now, the intention was mobilizing people. You make a group. You start having the same motive or plan of doing agriculture in commercial way. He will bring in a new plan. Let's lend this money. It will multiply, then give us profit. One will come and say, I have somebody in government, let's go. We try to look for money for grants or whatever. Then 2 fights will start coming up. When the fights come up, the project is closing. You're getting off the grid. That is the reason. What am I trying to explain? I went to South Africa and I asked these guys, how do you manage to at least manage your groups, your associations, and they stand longer and they do stronger things? They told me, Hamis, first accumulate animals. put a standard. In South Africa, if you have no stud registered animal, you don't enter in the association. So put a standard and say somebody below 100 goats don't enter. 100 goats or 150 goats, hybrid, don't join. Have a standard of a certain quality of animals to be with us. There you will eliminate jokers. You will eliminate money makers. The money makers will create fights and divert your mind from what you want to what they want. You get? Me, I'm giving you my advice as a farmer, as an individual, and I'm sharing with you my experience. And I'm trying to let you understand why agriculture is not working. People are in Kampala, people are in America. Their father, their grands are having square miles of land, but they don't know what to do it with. They don't know what to use it for. Those who have mentality of starting farming, they have no capital, they have no land, they have to invest a lot of money, which is not even there. What do we do? Hire that land from those people. Then after hiring that land, start using it. The good thing, do a prolonged agreement. Because somebody will see you in 2 years when you've made some money, he tells you that we need our land and we're not renewing the contract. That is my plan. And my people, my young people, we can create capital here. I know young people, but you can mobilize 2-3 millions. 2-3 millions, which you can hire land, maybe 2 acres or 3 acres. You plant grass, we sell grass. After selling grass, we shall mobilize capital and do something in agriculture. You people, there is no jobs in this country. Not only here, but even other countries. Why? Because all of us are educated, all of us are qualified, but the system is not expanding. The system is not creating up other jobs. Why? Because most of the educated people are in the system. You get it? So if we create these other opportunities in agriculture, like let me talk about goats opportunities. One, we have herdsmen. Those people that are disadvantaged, they did not go to school, maybe they went there, things didn't work out, they went senior 4, whatever, things didn't work out. They are using their energy so that you pay them and get the capital. One of the jobs, herdsmen. It's not a bad job. It's not bad. But use it to gather your capital. You get? Just shortly. Let me come shortly. Yeah. I was seeing a shed and I wanted maybe to try see whether we are getting more light and more light, probably. I think there. Yeah. So use grass. Plant. Use internet, guys. Internet is not for abusing people. Don't look at that funny following of let me do this, I capture attention, let me do. No. Post what you do. People will get it. We have no time to visit. Me, I've taken even 10 years without going to downtown to look for drugs. I've taken 10 years without going to downtown. Why? Because internet is there. I can see whatever I want, take a picture, see it, deliver. If somebody is not trustworthy, I change. That is how internet is supposed to help us. Show people what they do, show people what they have, what you have. Use it. Use it, my dear. Plant grass. There is so many disadvantaged countries like Kenya. Let me tell you one thing. Like Rwanda. You get it? They have the money, but they don't have the weather. Let's plant and give to them. We make the money. They are demanding meat, the taste of the meat we don't have. So if young people go into agriculture, let's plant grass because it is inevitable. Every muscle, every meat you eat is grass. Let's have it. Use internet, post what you have, teach people how you do it. Clients will come. You gather the capital, you buy the land, you buy the animals. For us, we endure. You go to South Africa, spend a lot of money importing animals because there is those people who can't afford to go to South Africa and buy animals. If you can afford, bring it closer. You reproduce and sell to these that can't afford to go that way. That is my intention. That is my plan. So people who are writing books, please help us. We are there. Ask me, or pay me, or pay BGM, or pay Grace Boji, or pay Value Farm, or pay Emuliza, or pay Liver. There is a lot of farms that are now here. Grace Moore and other people. They are young people. They look nice. If you put him on the picture with good animals, people will follow. People will love. There is beautiful girls there. Get that beautiful girl. Pay. Just know I'm paying capital to that beautiful girl to look beautiful on my page. And people will get appetite of going into agriculture. It is even pulling somebody to come and see what is inside. If this beautiful girl is on top, or beautiful or handsome guy who is inside that book, there must be sense. And teachers, stop giving punishment towards agriculture if you want us to succeed. Because even you teachers, you have no money. Let's push agriculture to be our mark. Let the mark be a Greek. You get it? So that is my discussion. That is my plan. That is what I want. That is where I see faults. You get it? If we be in agriculture and everybody can be employed, because if Hamis, I can produce animals. There is a person who will drive my grass from here to Kenya. That is employment. And we shall pay them good money. The government is still on our side, that is exempting us from many other things to make sure that we do agriculture better. Me, I will not rear goats. Guys, you are investors, you're investing, you don't rear goats. There is those people who rear goats looking for capital, but also tell them, look for capital, get it, and go. Let some other person also come and pick capital from here, but working for you. You will not rear goats. You need a herdsman. You will need maybe security guy. He's also gotten money. You will need a manager. You will need a vet. You will need a person, the Muslim guys who will slaughter the animals. You will need a transporter. You will need a packer. You will need a distributor. You will need a marketeer. Those are all employments in one farm. But some people have failed agriculture. When I come back here, I think I'll be able to make a video. I always don't get a lot of time, but when I get an opportunity of getting time, I have to make a video and talk to you, because most of you don't get time to talk to me. So right now, I want to do um, I want to read through your videos, sorry, your comments. Then after those comments, definitely I'm going to get back to you. But let me, I think, probably first end up here. I'm going to get back to you shortly. Somebody's calling me. I will add on. Thank you so much.
Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do.